Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
My goal is to sleep farther apart than Lucy and Ricky. They're too close.
Yeah, Ronald tweeted, it's obvious to everyone who isn't a cultist that Trump's relationship with Melania is strictly business. It's a marriage in name only. Why hasn't she accompanied him on a single trip in years? They even took separate cars to her mother's funeral. It's a sham like all things Trump. That's exactly...
Yeah, it's all part of an image, you know?
Yeah.
He just picked a nude model that just said, she'd look great. She's hot. I could sleep with her for a couple of weeks and then still have my side dishes, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
And no, she deserves everything that's coming to her. What a gold digger.
But to your... I'm Bond.
Money, lizard, basilisk, Harry Potter, you understand me?
My name is Bond. Can't post a bond. By the way, Dean Obadalo made a great point. We've had Ali Velshi and Malcolm Nance on today. He said the fact that the GOP defends both Trump and Netanyahu against their obvious crimes tell you how morally bankrupt today's GOP is as a party.
Yes, and please let the Palestinian protesters know that if they don't vote for Biden, you'll get something worse.
Yep. Yeah, I'll say.
Unfortunately, I don't make reality. We don't make reality. But reality is reality. Would we like a perfect world where everybody has human rights and everybody gets everything? Obviously we would. That's not happening this election year until we get to November. What's happening is you need to stop what's worse from coming. The best statistical chance to do that is Biden. If you don't vote for him, it goes to Satan, as I tweeted.
Exactly. And by the way, we were talking about Bobby Kennedy Jr. Carlos, 2 headlines. This should tell you everything you need to know. RFK Jr. potluck derailed as staff fears electromagnetic radiation from microwaves. During the campaign's virtual Christmas party over Zoom, Kennedy said he was high. Someone interrupted to clarify he meant that he just left the dentist and was something. But okay.
That brainworm's been smoking up there.
People are taking him seriously.
He's got a dead worm.
Bro.
Got a dead worm in his head.
That's Bobby's brainworm.
Trump torches Fox News for hosting Bobby Kennedy, the dumbest member of the Kennedy clan. He's obviously seeing the polling showing that he may hurt Trump more. He said, he's much better than Biden. If I were a Democrat, I'd vote for RFK Jr. every single time over Biden. He's more in lines, frankly, with Democrats. He's a much better man than Joe Biden. I can tell you. Oh, good. He's Bobby's campaign manager now, which tells you everything you need to know.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Speaking of cases being dropped, Lindy Lee, our pal, tweets, Aileen Cannon has indefinitely postponed Trump's trial with no new date in sight. Supreme Court has delayed Trump's other trial with no start date in sight. 5 justices are seriously weighing giving Trump full-on immunity. Our judiciary has been hijacked by backstabbing traitors. It is that is, I have to say, given the seriousness in particular, Carlos, of the classified documents case and the fact that many of our CIA agents went missing, were tortured, killed, except we do not know the full extent of this story. And if she has anything to do with it, she'll make sure we never do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he appointed her. I think he saw that coming and knew the case was going to come up in Florida because obviously that's where he resides to sleep with women in Shag-a-Largo. But yeah, absolutely. She was appointed, and again, nobody's shocked that she was going to do this. This was going to happen all along, and Mike Johnson is 100% incorrect. This is why, we have to remember, this is why McConnell said we're going to let the courts decide it, because politically he knew that if the Democrats did use the courts, that they would try to make that their rallying call. That's exactly why. We'll bail, and when we bail, we'll say we'll leave it to the courts, that the Democrats will have to prosecute this guy.
Yeah, and by the way, she pointed to the complexity and unusual nature of the case, even though many legal experts have said the case is relatively straightforward. Mm-hmm. It's a documents case, right, yeah.
Take a look at these documents, ladies. Nobody's supposed to see this. Just like nobody's supposed to see these drawers. Look at these drawers.
Anita in San Antonio, you're on with Carlos.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, Carlos. Have y'all seen that video that came out of Ole Miss of that pro-Palestinian, that black woman that was protesting, and there was these 50 white frat boys attacking her and making gorilla noises and chimpanzee?
Right.
And then they were screaming, "We want Trump! We want Trump!" These are the kind of people that we would empower with Donald Trump.
Yep. Thank you.
So anybody
I'm wearing my Love Conquers Hate T-shirt because whoever you hate, gays, Jews, Muslims, Trump and the GOP is the party for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mike Collins, that Republican, I think he's from Georgia, put that out there, and he said, taking care of Ole Miss, taking care of business, and he put that video out there.
Oh, gross. I would love for those guys to go into the locker room at halftime. Who do you think, 90% of the Ole Miss football team are blacks?
Yep. Yeah. Can I ask you a question as a middle-aged straight guy? I watched the Tom Brady roast on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. A lot of it was funny and politically incorrect and all that, but what's with the homophobia? Oh my God. There were so many gay jokes. There were so many jokes about Tom Brady being gay, who obviously isn't, but just, I don't.
It's so 1970s high school locker room for me. It's like, I hate this alpha male posturing stuff. Like, people are so afraid that the world is changing, that we don't need this grunt force anymore in the general population. Sure, you're always going to need soldiers. You're always going to need somebody who can fight. But that's not every man. We don't have to, you're gay. Oh, come on. I'm not 15.
Well, that was
I'm not
the
in high school anymore.
That was the joke. Like, I get, politically incorrect humor and all that, but the point is supposed to be, that would be really awful if Tom Brady were gay. Oh, that's an insult, right?
Right. Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah. And also it didn't make any sense because then it was like,
He was married to a Victoria's Secret
right.
model.
Then all the other jokes were about Giselle and his first girlfriend or whatever. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. You're just like, but just the fact that that's still considered an insult in 2024.
Hey, he's one of those Peter Pan sexuals,
Although being married to a Victoria's Secret model can be seen as overcompensating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Don't they have kids too, though?
I
believe they have kids.
Someone said he put the in Giselle.
Oh,
get out of there.
That's true.
yeah, she wasn't too happy with a lot of the
No, I'm
does.
sure
She
guessing
wasn't.
not.
Yeah.
Bernice in Santa Fe wants to say hello to Carlos in Spanish. Hi, Bernice.
Hola, Carlos, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿cómo estás? Bien, buen día.
Muy bien. Yo quería decirte que me da tanto placer
Oh.
cuando hablas español, because I relate to you so much in your efforts to learn Spanish and speak Spanish. Because I know I'm going on here, but you and I are products of Spanish-speaking parents who thought that to teach us English was the right thing, right?
Yeah, ¿de dónde eran sus padres? ¿De dónde son?
Bueno, mis padres eran de aquí, de Anton Chico en Nuevo México. So
I don't speak Spanish very well, but I can tell you're a spicy little tamale, Bernice.
Parents were from here in New Mexico,
That's right.
But it's true. And what we're doing an exercise is we're speaking another white language from Europe. Mm-hmm. The people the reason that people have a problem with it is because it's mostly associated with Central Americans and dark-skinned people, and saying you speak another language. It's like they're not going to get on an Italian. Nope. They're not going to get on somebody that speaks French. And those two languages are for the same area of the world where Spanish is from.
Exactly.
So entonces tenemos que aprender lenguas para comunicar con gente diferente. We've got to learn different languages so we can communicate
Bernice,
with other people.
I only have one question. ¿Dónde está your tickets to Sexy Liberal Albuquerque?
Está mi cuarto.
Estoy comprándolos ahora. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, she's looking for. She's got them right now.
Okay.
I was named the official Spanish interpretator about 17 or 18 years ago, by the way.
Interpretator.
Love you, Bernice.
Or maybe it was something else. It was pronunciator, maybe.
Okay.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
All right. See you in Albuquerque.
Yes.
Vamos, New Mexico. Vamos, Sexy Liberal.
Sí.
Tienes que comprar tickets.
Vámonos.
Para el Sexy Liberal Tour.
And don't make that wrong turn at Albuquerque.
No, do
No.
not. Do not. Hello, Seth in L.A. You're on with Carlos.
Hello, Carlos. Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I would like first to congratulate the GOP for reaching cartoon levels of villainy. There is a reason Cruella lost money at the box office. No one wants the backstory of a dog killer.
Right.
Any more than they want her book.
Seth, isn't that true? That's like a joke about shooting puppies as something really awful. We didn't think
Mr. Burns made shoes out of dogs.
He did.
I mean,
He did. It's right.
Hello, Smithers. Get me that Dalmatian.
The thing is, though, it's her defensiveness that I find so repulsive.
Oh, my
because
God.
I've read Old Yeller, I've read Cujo. I know the time comes sometimes to put a dog down.
Yep.
And I don't know what life is like on the farm. I've never stuck my arm up a cow to pull a calf out. And, maybe the gun is what they do. But it's her defensiveness in saying the rest of the world needs to shut up and listen to why she shoots dogs.
And her line about Commander Meat Cricket, that's just C-wordy. There's no other word for that. To
Cruella.
joke about
that's
killing...
something Cruella would say when she points the gun at Commander.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's the doubling and tripling down and lying. It's become, as I keep saying, Carlos, a feature, not a bug of the Republican Party.
Yeah, deny, defend, be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
again,
everyone
everybody
stop
understands
stealing
that
my
if you're on
joke.
a farm and your animals are in danger, you have to deal with that dog. But there are options. That's all we're saying. There's options.
Thank you. Stop stealing my joke. I did the joke first about she masturbates to Old Yeller, and then someone's posting, what's her name? Meg Ryan having an orgasm and reading Old Yeller. I did that joke first. Okay. Donald Trump tweeted, "I spotted ratings challenge Lawrence O'Donnell of MSNBC in the courthouse today. I haven't seen him in years. He looks like a real loser."
No.
Oh my God.
Again, GOP, this is your guy. This is your adult that you want to put in charge of one of the most powerful nations in the world. This is your guy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say. By the way, we God is my witness, Chris. We were getting Lawrence O'Donnell on Sexy Liberal panel somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think we almost tricked him into it on the air last time.
I think
we?
you did.
We tricked Joy Reid, I'm pretty sure, but okay. So Joyce Vance, we were talking, Carlos, about the classified documents case, the indefinite postponement. She said, "This is news, but it's hardly unexpected. Judge Cannon seems desperate to avoid trying this case. This isn't justice. Defendants aren't the only ones with Speedy Trial Act rights. We, the people, have them too."
Yep.
Particularly before an election.
Yep.
I mean, to me, that just, goes to show that she knows how guilty he is and how slam dunk this case is. Because once it goes forward, right?
Yep.
It's always the case. If you're innocent, you want to testify. If you're innocent, you want to get this trial going so you can prove yourself innocent as quickly as possible. I want you to be like Harrison Ford in the Fugitive. I didn't show those documents. I want people to be insistent on their innocence and want a speedy trial and want it to get going. So I want them to want to leap onto the stand and prove their innocence. And he's not.
Yeah. So Trump tried quoting an NBC legal analyst on social media. In all caps, he tweeted, "NBC Today show, the challenge is there is no smocking gun."
Uh-huh.
Which apparently is a thing that you put embroidery on a cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smocking.
It gathers the fabric to make it, stretchy.
Yeah.
Okay. This seems like and also that's kind of a joke because I guess his little mushroom penis would be a smoking gun. But anyway, this again, even that case seems to me like it's been pretty slam dunk. Have you been paying attention to the Ick trial?
Yeah, Stormy's testimony apparently is, it was a cross-examined, but still didn't not hurt the prosecution at all.